Hello students, welcome to Rajkumar Smart Chemistry. Today I want to discuss NCERT's 7th class science. In that, chemistry topic is acids, bases and salts. Acids, bases and salts. NCERT 7th class book, science book. Before going to the chapter, last class I given physical and chemical changes. In that, I forgot one statement. Rust formation is a chemical chain, but how to protect rust on the surface of the iron? Generally, painting is one type of method to protect iron from rust, or applying grease or oils are the another type of protecting iron from rust. And chemical method is by applying chromium and zinc layers on the surface of the iron metal. This is the another method, and your textbook 7th class NCERT textbook method, chromium and zinc metals which are applying on the surface of the iron. These two metals which protect iron from the rust. If you applying zinc on the surface of the iron metal, that process is known as galvanization. Galvanization. This is important. What is galvanization? Iron protecting from rust by applying zinc metal on the surface of the iron is known as galvanization. Okay. So this is important for competitive exams. What is galvanization? So which metal is applying on the surface of the iron by using galvanization method? Option A they may give copper, B manganese, C zinc, D none of the above. So D zinc is the correct answer. So zinc which is applying in the galvanization process. And also one more example is there, photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a chemical change or physical change. Photosynthesis is 100% which is in chemical change. Please remember it. Photosynthesis is a chemical change but not physical change. So all plants which absorb CO2 and atmospheric CO2 and water molecule in the presence of light H nu, so which gives C6H12O6 plus oxygen is evolved in this reaction. So this is known as glucose. This is known as glucose. We have to balance the equation. This is the general reaction for photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a chemical change but not physical change. In chemical changes, new compounds are forming, and also it is a irreversible process. This is also chemical change. Photosynthesis also chemical change. This is the one example for physical change and chemical change. So these are the points are important in physical change and chemical changes. Now today I want to discuss what are acids, bases and salts. First I want to discuss acids. Acids. So what are natural occurring acids means? Lemon, tamarind, mango. So many examples are there for acids. These are all acids, natural occurring acids. What is meant by acid? The substance which is having sour like taste. sour taste compounds are known as acids only. All sour taste compounds are known as acids only. And also those substances in their decomposition which gives H plus ion, and also they are known as acids. For example, HCl is there, acid. In this decomposition, so which gives H plus and Cl minus. HCl also acid. And also HNO3 which gives H plus ion, H2SO4, and also HClO4, and also HNO3, H2SO4, HCl, acetic acid. Yesterday I given vinegar means acetic acid, CH3COOH. So concentrated sulfuric acid, king of chemicals. HNO3 means nitric acid, HClO4 means perchloric acid, HCl means hydrochloric acid, acetic acid, and also known as vinegar. So in vinegar we found acetic acid which is found in vinegar. Okay, these are all are acids. Acids means sour taste compounds are known as acids. Those compounds in their decomposition are in those compounds which gives H plus ion is known as acids. So many acids are found in different natural occurring components. So what are the acids are present in naturally occurring components? For example, acetic acid found in vinegar. Acetic acid found in vinegar. Acetic acid formula CH3COOH. Remember it is a weak acid. It is a weak acid. Formic acid formula HCOOH. It is a formic acid. Formica means ant. Formica means a Latin word. So in Latin word, formica means ant. So formic acid which is found in ants. All ants are releasing formic acid. All ants are releasing their stings. So releasing formic acid found in ants only. Citric acid means all citrus fruits. All citrus fruits. So citrus fruits means lemon, orange, like citric acid. And citric acid, oxalic acid formula H2C2O4, actually COOH. The oxalic acid formula. Here 2 hydrogens are there, 2 carbons are there, 4 oxygens are there. H2C2O4, oxalic acid. Oxalate ion means C2O4 minus 2. 2H plus C2O4 minus. In the decomposition which gives H2H plus and C2O4 minus 2, oxalate ion, oxalic acid which is found in spinach and tomato. Oxalic acid found in tomato. Pronunciation O is there, oxalic acid. Please remember this. So trick only here. Tomato, O means oxalic acid. Spinach, tomato, oxalic acid. And tartaric acid. Tartaric acid found in tamarind. So tartaric acid, T, tamarind. Remember like that. Tartaric acid, T, first letter, and tamarind also T. And also all unripened mangoes also. Unripened mangoes also. So tartaric acid found in tamarind and unripened mangoes. Please one by one note these are all acids and remember these acids are found in different component substances. So please remember it. These are all are important for various exams. Okay, these are the natural occurring acids. So naturally occurring acids: acetic acid found in vinegar, formic acid, formica means ants, so citric acid, all citrus fruits. So lemon, no need to remember formula. Oxalic acid, just remember. So for future purpose, C2O4 minus oxalate ion. Actually calcium oxalate. Calcium oxalate. Calcium oxalate. Calcium oxalate. Calcium oxalate means this is kidney stone. Kidney stone is a calcium oxalate. Okay, if excess acid released in our body, so with this calcium oxalate settled in our bladder, so in our bladder, so that is only kidney stone. Here also oxalic acid, so mainly found in spinach and tomato. O means oxalic acid. Tartaric acid, T tamarind and unripened mangoes. I think so many examples are there. Natural occurring acids. Lactic acid, lactic acid found in cod. Remember, please. Lactic bacteria. Lactic acid found in cod only. And citric acid and ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid means this is the chemical name of vitamin C. Very important piece. Vitamin C chemical name is ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid which is found in amla. And also sometimes citrus fruits also like orange and lemon like that. So maximum percentage of ascorbic acid which is present in amla means usuri amla, ascorbic acid. So these are the main important natural occurring acids. Natural occurring acids. This is about acids and bases. Lactic acids found in cod. Ascorbic acid found in amla and orange. And this is about an acids. Next, I want to discuss bases. Bases means bitter-like taste compounds are known. Bitter-like taste compounds are known as bases. All bitter-like tasters. And those substances, those compounds which gives in their dissociation, which gives OH minus ion is known as bases. For example, sodium hydroxide. In their decomposition, which gives Na plus OH minus, no? This is also one type of bases. Acid means which gives H plus ion. Bases means which gives OH minus ion. Sodium. Potassium hydroxide is there, which gives so K plus OH minus. Those substances which gives OH minus is known as base. Now, so many examples are there. Ammonium hydroxide. This is also one type of base. Calcium hydroxide. Yesterday I given calcium hydroxide. So milky white, calcium hydroxide. So if you passing CO2 gas through the calcium hydroxide, so which changes milky white, the color changes to milky white, calcium hydroxide. So many examples are the barium hydroxide, and magnesium hydroxide, MgOH and twice. Yesterday I given milk of magnesia and also known as so MgOH second twice. Chemical name is magnesium hydroxide. These are all are bases. Those so compound substances which are in bitter like taste, bases are in bitter like taste. Those compounds which gives OH minus in their dissociation is known as bases. So these are the main example for bases. So what are the natural occurring bases? Natural occurring bases. So what are the natural occurring bases means? Best example, calcium hydroxide, which is found in lime water. Lime water means sunnam neelu. Lime water. Calcium hydroxide found in lime water. This is a natural occurring basis. And also ammonium hydroxide. This is important. Ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide, which is found in windows cleaner. Window cleaners. All window cleaners are ammonium hydroxide solution. Just like so, generally choline-like compounds, choline-like liquids, ammonium hydroxide. Next, another natural occurring base is sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. These bases are found in soap. Generally, face washing soaps contain sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide bases. Sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide bases. Magnesium hydroxide, which is found in milk of magnesia. Milk of magnesia, which is one type of base. Milk of magnesia. Chemical compound is MgOH twice. So these are the acids and bases which are occurring naturally. These are very, very important for all competitive exams. So this is about acids and bases general introduction. After that, I given those compounds which gives H plus ion acid, those compounds which gives OH minus, that is base. Neutralization. Neutralization means when acid react with the base, which gives salt plus water plus heat also evolving. This process is known as neutralization. After neutralization, salt is forming. This salt is neither acidic nor basic, so which lost their activity, acid activity and base activity. So this process is known as acid always react with the base. When acid react with the base, always which gives rise to salt and water. So best example is acid means hydrochloric acid, HCl. Take example. Base is sodium hydroxide. Which gives sodium chloride salt plus a heat. When in acid base reaction, always heat is evolving, which evolves heat. So this type of reactions are known as neutralization reactions. Generally, natural occur in everyday life. So neutralization occurs neutralization in everyday life. Neutralization in everyday life. So in everyday life, what are the neutralizations are there? So which type of neutralizations occurs in everyday life? So many neutralizations are there. First neutralization is indigestion. Indigestion. Indigestion is a very painful. If excess of acid produces in our stomach, then the person suffering with indigestion. But how to neutralization in that indigestion means by using base only, because excess of acid is producing in stomach. Acid is producing means how to neutralize? We are adding base. So which type of base means milk of magnesia. Milk of magnesia. Milk of magnesia, which is useful so to control excess of acid in our stomach. Milk of magnesia and also known as an antacid. Antacid means which neutralize acid in our stomach. That is only antacid. Indigestion, it is a neutralization in everyday life. And antibiotic. If any ant releases generally formic acid. I given now only. So formic acid, which releases on the surface of the skin, formic acid. How to neutralize? Just rub with a base. Which type of base we are rubbing? But how to control, how to relieve that pain, antibiotic pain means, so by applying base on the surface of the skin. On the surface of the skin means, which bases means calamine. Calamine or sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate. These two substances which are applying on the surface of the skin. So when antibiotic, any person suffering with the antibiotic, calamine formula, zinc carbonate, ZnCO3, sodium bicarbonate, NaHCO3. So these two bases, any two. So most probably we are applying calamine only. So in competitive exams, they give calamine chemical formula, zinc carbonate, and sodium bicarbonate, baking soda, last class I given baking soda, sodium bicarbonate. These two bases are applied on the surface of the antibiotic, because which neutralize, then the pain is relieving. Next, this is a neutralization in everyday life. Another neutralization process also there in everyday life. Soil treatment. Farmers using excess of fertilizers in soils. If using excess of fertilizers, soil becomes to acidic nature or it may be basic nature. If soil becomes to acidic nature or basic nature, the plant do not grow very well. But how to neutralize this soil, whether it is in acidic or basic? If soil in acidic nature, just use calcium hydroxide or lime water. Calcium hydroxide and also known as quicklime, very important it is also. What is the chemical component of quicklime? Quicklime means calcium hydroxide. Calcium oxide. Calcium hydroxide means, already we know, lime water. Lime water means sunnamu neeru. Quicklime means podi sunnamu. Calcium hydroxide is podi sunnamu, quicklime. Calcium hydroxide means lime water, sunnamu neeru. Because when soil in acidic nature. If soil in basic nature, but how to neutralize this means by using compost or organic fertilizer. Organic fertilizer means manure or cow dung. We are using organic fertilizer. These are the bases. These are the acids, because compost always releases acids. Remember it. All organic fertilizers which releases acids, because in soil excess of base is there, we are using compost organic which releases acids and acids only. If it is soil in acidic, so we are posing in that soil calcium hydroxide and calcium oxide. Next, neutralization process in industries. industry wastes. All industries which releases so many pollutants, that pollutants are generally in acidic nature. Acidic nature. Once these acids are releases in ponds or seas or any water, that so these acidic pollutants which destroys, which kills fishes and aquatic life, so then only these industrial wastes which releases acidic components we neutralizes with the bases, then the wastes are passing through outsides, because this acidic nature, no, we are applying bases, so acid with the base becomes two, salt and water. Salt and water means neutralization. So these are the main important naturally occurring neutralization occurring in everyday life. Neutralization occurring in everyday life. These four are important: andamide, calamine and sodium bicarbonate, and antacid, milk of magnesia. Okay, industrial waste, bases are applying, and soil treatment. If it is soil in acidic nature, we are using calcium oxide and calcium hydroxide. Basic in nature, so manure or compost or cow dung, which releases organic fertilizers, always releases acidic nature. So next heading is in this acids, bases and salts is, so before that I want to discuss acid rain. Acid rain. Industries are in our atmosphere if excess of CO2, excess of sulfur dioxide, or excess of nitrogen oxides releases in atmospheric air. So the strength of CO2, SO2, NO2 increases in our atmosphere. So generally these gases are released by industries only, factories only. If excess of CO2, SO2, NO2, the level of these components, these three components increases. See, these gases which is absorbed H2O, atmospheric water vapor. So CO2 converts to carbonic acid, SO2 converts to H2SO4, NO2 converts to HNO3. These three acids strength is increases. So three acid strength is increases in atmosphere. So that is known as acid rain. So acid rain which adversely affects to our skin diseases. So skin diseases, and also which damage soil. So soils also, and also which damage beautiful buildings also. Beautiful buildings. So if the pH of the rain is acid rain is 4.2 to 4.4. So natural occurring rain, normal rain pH is nearly 5.5, but the pH is decreases up to 4.2 to 4.4. That rain is known as acid rain. So in that acid rain, so carbonic acid, so which is adversely affected with carbonic acid, sulfuric acid, and HNO3, nitric acid. Which gases which adversely affect acid rain means CO2 and SO2 and nitrogen oxides, mainly nitrogen dioxide. If the acid rain pH always 4.2 4.4, normal rain pH is 5.5. So this is about acid rain in this acids, bases and salts. So last heading is very important indicators in acids and bases. So what is meant by indicator? Indicator which indicates whether given solution is acid or base or neutral. But for example, if you take any solution, we don't know whether it is acidic or basic, mean just taste this solution. If it is in sour like taste, now we are saying acid. If it is in bitter like taste, now we are saying which is in base. But concentration solution, if it is H2SO4 is there, so we unable to taste that H2SO4 because which is in so dangerous acidic and heavy concentration solution. But how to identify whether it is acid or base means by using indicators. So many indicators are there. So natural occurring indicators are, first one is turmeric, second one is turmeric, and second one is China rose petals. So third one is litmus paper. This litmus paper which is extracted from lichens. Lichens means nachu. China rose petals and turmeric paspu. China turmeric means China rose petals means mandara puvu. Litmus paper which is extracted from lichens. Lichens means nachu. Again, litmus papers are two types. One is blue litmus, another one is red litmus. One is blue litmus, another one is red litmus. Another one is red litmus. One is blue litmus, another one is red litmus. Blue litmus, acid turns to blue to red. Blue to red color. Red litmus, bases turns to red to blue. This is important because acid after A, B is there. Acid turns to blue to red. So automatically bases turns to red to blue. This is the litmus paper. So whether it is given solution is acid or basis means just dip in that solution litmus paper. If it is litmus paper, blue litmus paper which turns red means that is acid. If it is red litmus paper, if you dip that, so dip in that solution, red litmus which turns to blue means that is bases. Okay, so these are the indicators. Turmeric which turns to yellow to red color. If turmeric turns to yellow to red color means that liquid, that component always in basic nature. Take small quantity of China rose petals. That rose petals dissolved in hot water will get some solution. China rose petal solution, we are getting that solution. If it is in acid, which changes color, pink color. If it is that China rose solution add to base, so which changes color, green color. So this is about naturally occurring indicators. Generally turmeric and China rose petals, and also litmus paper which is in extracted from lichens. So this is about acids, bases and salts.